here, hosting a very special game of Disney Debates, Toy Story Edition. In honor of Toy Story's 30th anniversary, of course. Without further delay, hop into the Pizza Planet truck, light the rocket with a match, and grab some delicious hot schmoes as we blast off to infinity and beyond the arena. In this corner, let's give him a nice big Andy's Room welcome. He's a sad, strange little man who likes his toy dinosaurs to philosophize around a dinner table. It's Tiki!
Yeah, that's right. I do like dinosaur philosophy, Dragon. That's absolutely on point. Wouldn't it be great if we got a Toy Story short where Andre Gregory played a toy and Rex and the Andre Gregory toy just did that? That would be amazing. Anyways.
In the opposing corner, straight from the Kanishi Toy Museum in Japan, a real ham or evil Dr. Porkchop. When it comes to debates, it's Jokers.
Hi, hello.
And joining me from the toy box, it's Jacob Weil and Mutale Munashiko.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
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 All right, so how's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
Reasonably well.
Looking forward to this. Looking to this debate, especially with. I just realized it's 30th anniversary of Toy Story. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, this Sunday, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, big milestone.
It hurts.
Yeah.
And with the teaser for the 5th movie next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, timely.
By no accident, I'm sure.
All right.
All right, so a little refresher on the rules. So, the way it works, we have 3 rounds. Within the 3 rounds, the way it's going to work is you're going to reveal what your pick was for your answer. You're going to give an opening statement, which is say all the glowing things and why your pick is the only answer, is the only possible, only possible true answer to this question, to this query. And then you're going to fight it out. You're going to fight it out until you hear the beloved tones of our true favorite co-judge, R2D2. When he speaks, we all go silent. We abide by the droid. The droid
abides.
The droid abides. We hear that sound. Everyone shuts up, and it's time for the judges to cast their votes. And whoever gets the most votes gets the point for the round. At the end of 3 rounds, I'm going to give you both a little something. I'm going to let you play some games. I'm going to give you a Pizza Planet token.
Nice.
Now, way this works. Pizza Planet token. You flip it, lands heads, you get a point. Lands tails, you lose a point. It is optional. However, if you turn down your token, your opponent can use it.
Oh, okay. That's a twist.
That is a twist. That is what you risk. So basically, your opponent could end up with 2 tokens to use.
All right. I like it.
All right. Now, starting now, there is a penalty phrase in effect. As in, there's a certain word, a name, a place, maybe even a thought that you could have.
Perhaps a sequence of letters and numbers.
It's possible. Anyway, any of those, or maybe none of those, any of those, starting now, we hear Jacob, the eagle-eyed schnauzer that he is.
I think you should call him a dog. I don't like that.
Eagle-eyed schnauzer.
I know, I kind of mixed the two. I made you a double threat.
Yeah, because schnauzers are famously known for their eyesight.
Yeah.
Jacob, that's very
Great
judgmental of you
eyes.
against the schnauzers.
Someone with good eyesight.
Where does
Yeah.
Tom Schnauzer fit into all this, Dragon?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's a very good director, Jacob.
All right.
Anyway, the schnauz.
My schnoz.
Let's not.
Yeah.
But either way, I'll keep my eyes, ears, and nose out for the word.
Okay.
So be on your guard, because if and when that word is said, bad stuff's coming your way. You're gonna wish you never said it. You're gonna wish you never learned the English language when you hear that word. I'm gonna put it that way. You're gonna wish you were, literate. You're gonna wish you communicated in just like Morse code. It's just not gonna end well for you. Anyway, we'll cover that. We'll go to that bridge when we get there. All right, so at the end of 3 rounds, we enter the speed round, in which things get even more tricky, and we have audience questions, assuming the audience feels like leaving us questions tonight. Fingers crossed. All right, do you understand? Well, sorry, one other thing I should mention. I'll reiterate when we get to the speed round, but the first to 5 points wins the whole game.
Wow.
Players, do you understand these rules as I have explained them to you both here this fine evening?
Yeah,
I think we
I would
got it.
say so.
Verbal confirmation. I love it. Let's go over there.
All right. As you can see, I've got the names lined up in alphabetical order.
You're right.
Whoever appears on top will go first. And you will maintain that order for the first 3 rounds.
Now, will it be JT or TJ? That is the question to the Recess fans out there. Let's see what we got.
Oh God!
Like the eternal question for the eternal questions for the Ashleys. That is the good. It's like it's JT.
Yeah.
You're ready,
Wow.
JT.
Wow.
No change. No change.
All right, so Dragon, ready?
Yep. Round numero uno.
Boy.
Which Toy Story character should get an attraction next in Toy Story Land?
Specifically, the one in Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
Is it?
The wording that I sent you was specific to that. Yes.
Well, let me check again. Please, let's sit in silence while I check again.
Are you
Oh, yeah,
happy
you
now,
can say how you
Tiki?
figure yourself.
And then-
Okay. You got me.
And in all honesty, it doesn't matter.
You're right.
Yeah. So thanks for that excursion.
We did it. Now we know.
Technically, it does matter because, like the Army Men have a Toy Story Land attraction in Hong Kong. I think.
Doesn't
So.
matter to me.
All right, we're good.
All right. So, Jokers, what is?
All right, so
what
in
was
other
your
words,
pick?
it doesn't matter.
Anyway, I chose Sheriff Woody, the lead character, beloved Disney icon, Disney legend, trophy holder, as they might say.
Okay. Tiki.
I chose probably the fan favorite character from the most recent Toy Story movie, Mr. Duke Kaboom.
All right, Jokers, what is your opening statement?
Yeah, I just think it's really surprising that Woody doesn't have his own attraction when Buzz Lightyear has like 50. He appears in other attractions, but he doesn't have his own dedicated attraction, which is weird because the universe of Woody's Roundup and like Woody as an IP in the Toy Story universe is so rich and is easily you can tap into it really easily, and I don't think they've done it fully. Thank you.
Tiki.
So my whole pitch with Duke Kaboom is that I feel like you really need to find a way to draw older kids into Toy Story Land, because as it stands now, you got Midway Mania, you got, frankly, a pretty mid-flat ride, and you got a roller coaster that's well-themed for sure, but, I mean, that roller coaster is about as mild as you can get for a launch coaster. So my pitch for a Duke Kaboom coaster is going to be, essentially, it's going to be a next-generation Schwarzkopf shuttle loop, only done by Vekoma. So it's just going to be like a very compact, very small footprint, but it's just going to be a launch, a loop, a spike, and then you go back down the loop backwards, and that's about it. So it's kind of like Montezuma's Revenge at Knott's Berry Farm, something like that. I just think it's a small, it's a low investment with a high reward. It brings thrill seekers into the park. I think it would draw thrill seekers into the park, not just Toy Story Land. And I think the character of Duke Kaboom is just naturally a good fit for an attraction that kind of levels up the thrill factor in Toy Story Land. While I will say, still having it, it's not like this is going to be like on the same thrill level as something like a rock and roller coaster that has like multiple inversions and stuff. This is like just a little bit of a step up from Slinky Dog Dash without being like insane. Like it's not a Six Flags thrill coaster. It's not Velocicoaster or Stardust Racers, but it's a good thrill for a slightly older audience. That's my pitch.
All right, let's find out.
Okay. I get what you're pitching. I understand that, but I don't go to Disney to ride Montezuma's Revenge. And I get your point in wanting to bridge that gap between like younger kids and then an older audience. But I don't think Toy Story is really the right IP to do that if you want to do that. I think that there are other like teen-focused IPs, like Disney has been doing already, that you can focus on that would fit better into what you're pitching, I guess. But my main concern is that I don't want to go to Disney and ride a Schwarzkopf shuttle loop.
What about a Vekoma Schwarzkopf shuttle loop? Because it's not going to be done by Schwarzkopf.
Oh, now you got me. But Vekoma, okay.
Vekoma has been doing great things in the coaster industry, sir.
No, they absolutely have. But for me, like when I go to Disney, like a ride like
Vekoma is Disney's like basically like home coaster manufacturer.
No, I understand that. I'm not denying that. But to me, when I go to Disney, I don't want to ride rides like that. That's my problem with Toy Story Land outside the US, is that it feels like a bunch of carnival rides. They're highly themed, but they're still carnival rides. And that's not really how I picture Disney.
So I think my main issue with yours is that you're right. Woody doesn't have a standalone attraction, but you don't even really have a pitch for what exactly you think the attraction is going to be. You're just saying like,
yeah, I do.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me just make this other statement. Is that Woody is literally like a giant statue at the start of the land, and he's very prominently focused in Toy Story Mania. I would argue that Toy Story Mania is Woody's attraction.
No, but that statue is exactly my point. Is that he's so prominently featured in everything Toy Story, but he doesn't have his own attraction. And if you're arguing that, Buzz Lightyear has multiple attractions and is still in Toy Story Mania, so I don't really see your point. I think that Woody and Woody's Roundup, the universe around Woody, would really lend itself to a fun bus bar style dark ride, which I think is something that Hollywood Studios needs. I think it would be a nice.
Hollywood Studios might need that, but I definitely don't think Toy Story needs that, though. I think Toy Story. Why not? Because they already have a world-class dark ride with Midway Mania. It might be a shooting dark ride, but it's still it doesn't draw that big of a crowd.
That's Disney's bread and butter, like dark rides. I don't understand why your ride needs to be Toy Story. Like, other than
I said, my main thing is like you've got right there, right?
Can I say my point really quick? Other than Duke Kaboom, your ride doesn't really feel like Toy Story. Like, how is it different from Slinky Dog? How is it, like, what makes it feel like part of the IP outside of saying it's Duke Kaboom's
we could literally make it themed to, like, a Hot Wheels track or something like that. We can make it look like a
They've done that before.
Not in this Toy Story Land.
Yeah, but it's been done ad nauseum. Even Slinky Dog Dash is a Hot Wheels style launch. Like, it emulates the stat style.
Yeah, but the actual tracks aren't Hot Wheels, though.
No, you're right, but it's kind of putting a hat on a hat, where the Woody ride explores an area that we don't really see in the parks, and we haven't seen in that way. We've seen glimpses of it, like in Toy Story Mania, and certain design elements like restaurants and stuff, but we've never had it featured in a way.
Well, that's another thing is that Woody does it.
Graphically-
Technically, he has like the backyard barbecue roundup thing, right? So he's
Yeah, but that's
even
exactly
though
my
he doesn't-
point. Buzz Lightyear has just as much stuff and a ride. Why would we
Yeah,
have
but
all
even
these
though Woody
references
doesn't have
to the
an
most
attraction,
important
he does
character in
have
the
the,
IP? But why would he have all these references to the most important character in the IP and not give him his own attraction? Even though he's featured in other attractions, which
because
he is.
Woody
He has-
is the land, though. That's what you're
He's
not.
not the
missing.
land. You go to the
Woody is
land, and it's
land.
mostly Buzz Lightyear and Slinky. Toy Story Mania is a celebration of all the Toy Story characters. Woody is just a main character there because he's the main character of the IP. It's not a Woody ride. It's a Toy Story ride. And that's kind of my point. Plus, as well, like I said earlier, I think Hollywood Studios could use another people eater in a bus bar, like that style dark ride would eat people all day. And I think it would be.
I don't necessarily
useful.
think if you're going like classic Fantasyland style bus bar dark.
No,
ride.
you're right. I don't quite mean that, but like that, like
Well,
a.
that's what you
high
said. That's what you
capacity
implied
dark
with
ride.
bus bar dark ride. I mean, you know that like there's a reason why Peter Pan's flight consistently gets like hour-long lines. Like,
Well, that's
60
because the
years
cars.
later,
That's because
it's
the
not
cars
exactly
fit
a
3
people eater.
The cars fit 3 people. You can very easily adapt that to have bigger cars and have it not be Peter Pan's flight. I think
So
that's
that's the thing, though. With Duke Kaboom, I feel like there is a lot you can do with it. I feel like there's a lot that you can do with the character. The character just fits. And I like the idea, just from a placemaking point of view, of having it like right on the edge between Toy Story Land and Star Wars. And let's face it, that transition from Toy Story Land to Star Wars is honestly one of the sloppiest transitions ever in a Disney park. So let's even it out a little bit. Let's even it out a little bit. Let's give something a little bit more thrilling, that has a little bit more kinetic energy, that kind of appeals to the audience that might be more into Star Wars than they are to Toy Story, and get them to go into Toy Story. Like, I think your thing, like, you want to call putting a hat on a hat. Yeah, you're literally putting a cowboy hat on a land that already has a bunch of cowboy hats.
Well, I mean, you can't really argue that either, because you want to put a roller coaster next to another roller coaster.
But they're two completely different brands of roller
No,
coasters.
they're not. The only
Yes,
reason
they
they're
absolutely the fuck
Wait,
are.
no,
How can you say they're not?
Let me respond. The only reason
And you know what? Magic Kingdom, literally Space Mountain and Tron, those two are way more similar than what I'm pitching.
Yeah, but one is a launch coaster and one is not. Both of these coasters are launch coasters. The only real difference...
It doesn't matter. Do you think Slinky Dog's Dash has an inversion?
Please let me finish the sentence. The only difference is that one goes backwards and one doesn't. And the Duke Kaboom one might be a little faster. At the end of the day, they're pretty similar dark ride, or it's pretty similar attractions. Jesus. So that's kind of my thing. Like, it's a hat on a hat. Like, you can absolutely argue that about mine, but so is yours. So I think that's kind of null.
I just think that mine, like I said, it's all about diversifying the appeal. Because the thing is, Toy Story is already like a multi-generational IP, right? Like, not just kids are into it. Like, we are all grown-ass men here. And
yeah, but if you're going to ask a teenager, like, if they want to ride...
This is going to appeal to the Breck Eisners of the world. I guarantee it.
I just want to say, if you're going to ask a teenager... So, in a vacuum, you say, hey, do you want to ride the new Toy Story ride? A teenager is not going to say yes.
What about, do you want to ride a new Toy Story ride that has a 50-foot loop and a 60-mile-an-hour launch?
I think you've already... 60-mile-an-hour launch? What the fuck are you talking... What? For Toy Story Land?
That's not that extreme.
No, it's not, but Jesus Christ, for Toy Story Land. Oh my God.
That is not that extreme of a launch. Come off of it.
You want to ride Woody's Death Machine? No, like...
Okay, you know, another big thing is that you say the park needs more Woody representation, but I think importantly... Hold on. Let me finish.
I didn't get to say my point because I got distracted by you.
Okay, but I really want to finish this point. So please, don't like. Go ahead, and then I have one more point that I really need to get in there, and I'm going to be.
So my quick rebuttal to you saying, "Do you want to ride the Toy Story launch coaster?" is that I think you're going to lose them when you say Toy Story.
What about the Keanu Reeves Duke Kaboom coaster? That's another thing. Keanu Reeves has star power, man. He has star power. He has
more and more
teenagers. Okay, and let me say my point. Let me say my point.
Yes.
I think the biggest appeal here from a brand synergy point of view is that there's barely anything from Toy Story 4 and beyond in Toy Story Land. This would give it that representation. This would bridge the gap. This would be like, hey, Toy Story 5 is coming out. We've got stuff from the newer Toy Story movies. We've got a major attraction based on the new Toy Story movie.
I get that, and I think that that's a fair point, but at the same time, like, time and time again, we see Disney try to do this brand synergy, modern synergy, and then audiences just reject it. That's the exact problem that Star Wars Land has, is that they're focused too heavily on the sequels. While Toy Story 4 was received better than the Star Wars sequels, I think when people go to Toy Story Land, they're thinking of those first 2 to 3 movies, not the new ones.
But Duke Kaboom was absolutely the standout character of Toy Story 4.
I don't disagree with that, but I don't think he's as iconic as Woody.
No, he's not as iconic.
Okay, done.
Jesse's not as iconic.
Done.
All right.
Okay. All right. I will cast the first vote. My vote, Jokers.
Wow.
All right, Jacob.
My vote goes to Tiki.
All right. Thank you,
Okay.
Jacob.
Utele, break the tie.
Okay, so mine goes to Jokers.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. I'm just glad I got a point.
Yeah.
I mean, not a point, but I'm glad I got a vote.
I also didn't want to poison the well, but Koji said they forgot Duke Kaboom existed. Which
I know, I saw that. I was like, thanks, Tobias. That's not helping my argument. All right.
Who's the Canuck with all the luck?
Kaboom.
Kaboom.
So, Jacob, do you predict doom?
Let's see.
Boom.
I'm checking the speaking spell. What about the Etch-a-Sketch? Maybe I'll find something there. Nah, I got nothing.
Nothing. All right. You lucked out.
Wow.
Brings us round numero dos. What scene from the original Toy Story sums up the hallmarks of the film? All right, Jokers.
Yeah, I picked the "I will go sailing no more" sequence.
Tiki.
I picked the payoff to the falling with style thing at the climax.
Okay.
The resolution of the matchstick moment, if you will.
Right. Well, again, specifically, the falling with style.
Yeah.
All right. Jokers, opening statement when you're ready.
Yeah. I think the "I will go sailing no more" sequence in Toy Story is really the heart of the movie. I think it's not the climax, but the climax of Buzz's struggle. And I just think it's a really beautiful sequence, and I think it's really unique for an animated movie. It's nothing Pixar's really done since, where they've explored this whole conflict with a non-diegetic song. And I think it really captures the themes and the feeling of the film.
All right, Tiki.
Okay, first of all, they literally did this in the exact next movie. What the hell do you think the Jessie song is? We'll
Tiki,
get
that's
to that.
diegetic. She sings it. Sorry, but continue.
Not yet. Not yet.
Does she? She doesn't sing it.
Yes, she does.
All
You think
all
Randy Newman said "When She Was"?
No, Randy. No, I know it's a female vocalist. but
When
it's not
she
Jessie.
loved me.
Oh God. All right. Anyways, we'll have to fact check that, but it's not like Jessie, the character, is sitting around just singing the song to the. Anyways,
Is that
So-
your opening statement, Tiggy?
no. Hold on. I'm sorry. So my whole thing is that you're like, look, I'm not even going to argue with you that your moment is probably the most emotionally potent moment in the movie. My moment is the most iconic moment in the movie. My moment is the most quoted moment in the movie. My moment is the moment that the kids are going to go out of the theater like high-fiving themselves. Like, heck yeah, man, falling with style. And also, as I said, my moment was the original resolution to the matchstick moment, which has since become a Pixar staple in their storytelling. So my moment, like, it's not only iconic, but it set the groundwork for, like, a lot of storytelling in Pixar going forward. So that's my opening statement.
All right. Fight night.
I would first like to say that Tiki was right. I was wrong. I didn't realize Sarah McLachlan sings that.
Yes.
For some reason, I totally thought.
Like I said, it's not like Jesse's like sitting around like literally serenading the toys.
I think I've always thought that, and I think it's because it like leads in so directly.
Well, there you go. Anyway,
it's
not that big of a deal because, like I said, I literally made the point that, like, hey, they reuse my general storytelling trope. So it's like,
no, I genuinely always thought that was Jesse singing that.
That's funny. You learned.
I had no idea it was Sarah McLachlan in the arms of the angel.
Because Joan Cusack sounds exactly like Sarah McLachlan.
Absolutely, famously.
Well, it's more like well, technically, it's like. It's a song from her perspective, but not sung by her.
Yes, and I think that's why I thought it was that.
And honestly, I'm pretty sure that's how you would classify "I Will Go Sailing No More." Also, it's the only song in the original Toy Story to really be centered on.
Yeah, but it's presented a little differently because it's fully musical. It's like watching like Harold and the Purple Crayon, where it's just a musician narrating the internal struggle of a character doing something. But that's kind of my point. I think it's the emotional heart of the movie. I think it's a really important scene, obviously. I think it really resolves, not in a good way, but it really resolves those themes of reality and existence and an existential crisis that Toy Story kind of has, weirdly. Where you're seen as a great scene, it's a great Woody and Buzz moment. But I don't really think it's the heart of the movie necessarily. I think it's getting towards the heart, but I don't think it's quite. To me, it's not as memorable and it's not as important as the "I Will Go Sailing No More" sequence.
You literally see this moment replicated over and over again on like trailers and like advertisements for like, you know, future DVD.
Yeah, but that's not the question. Wasn't what's the most iconic sequence. The question was what sums up the hallmarks of the film.
And I think this moment sums up the hallmarks. The hallmark of the film is the Woody and Buzz relationship, and this is the ultimate payoff to that.
I think it's a moment in the movie where Woody and Buzz's relationship is improving. But I don't think it's quite that resolution where "I Will Go Sailing No More" is really Buzz's rock bottom. I think it's the emotional center of the film. I think it's the part of the film that really explores Buzz's struggle in a way that is really effective, in a way that really explains what the film is trying to do. I'm not
gonna lie, when I was a kid, this scene kind of went over my head a little bit.
Oh, I've always loved this scene.
It was emotionally effective, but it was almost kind of like reading Where the Wild Things Are as a little kid or something like that.
Yeah.
Where like it's melancholy, but you don't even you can't even really put your finger on why it's melancholy.
And that's why I like it, and that's why I think it's so fascinating.
I just don't think that's going to resonate with like the general audience quite as much as a scene.
But we're not asking what resonates. We're asking what is indicative of the film as a whole.
Well, like I said, the whole film, like Woody is not even in your scene at all, and the whole film is.
He doesn't have to be. Buzz is they're both ones with conflict, but I think Buzz is.
Don't you dare say that Buzz is the main character, because he is
definitely. No, he's not. No, he's not. What I'm saying is that I think Buzz has the more existential struggle, and I think that this is kind of part of the thesis of the film, is that Buzz needs to accept his reality, what he is, who he is, and this is that. That's what this is.
Jokers.
What?
That's exactly what Woody's doing in my moment.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
They're falling with style.
Yeah, he's accepting the reality of the situation. He's accepting, and honestly, it is kind of Buzz reclaimed. Like, so here's the thing: is that your moment is basically Buzz's low of low, right? My moment is not only Woody's character resolution, which is like, okay, I need to learn to work with others. I need to learn to be a better friend. it is also Buzz's resolution of like, you know what, falling with style is pretty awesome.
No, I
think
agree
those
with that.
I think those themes, that powerful kind of payoff, and like I said, just structurally, you do have that matchstick moment in there. And I know it's not my specific moment, but you do have just that, you know, that chaos, that like, oh shit, they were going to use the match. Now they can't use the match. What the hell are they going to do? Like,
If that's not
like,
your moment, I'm not sure we should be talking about that.
That's not, no, but my moment is the payoff to that, though. My moment is the first time that Pixar does something like that, and that is going to be a big trope moving forward. That's going to be
I
part
do
of Pixar's
agree.
storytelling toolbox.
I do agree that your sequence is the payoff from my sequence, or one of the payoffs to my sequence. But
so it's kind of interesting that both of us like you essentially have like the catalyst to what makes my moment so
which is why I think it's so important, because it is what shifts Buzz's perspective. Like it is what it starts to bring about the end of the film. It's what most explores a lot of the themes of the film. It's the most existential, the most philosophical part of the film, which is what I think Toy Story was kind of going for, weirdly, for a kid's movie.
I don't necessarily think like you're right that it was.
I also
was
just love the
really
song. I've always adored
it at the time, but I really don't think until Toy Story 2 with, you know, the Jessie moment, that's where Pixar was like, you know what, like we really need to like just up our game here. And that's, I feel like,
but even the Jessie moment's totally different. It's her talking about
of Toy Story 2 and then Monsters Inc. And then, you know, like that is where we really got kicked into high gear with. So like your moment,
but none of that could have been introduced without my sequence.
Yeah, but your moment might define like Pixar. My moment defines Toy Story. That's the question, not the hallmarks of Pixar, but the hallmarks of Toy Story as a franchise. Toy Story as a franchise is all about character growth. It's all about character conflict.
And this is exactly character growth.
Working
This
together and
the
power of friendship, goddammit.
All right, done.
Thank you.
All right. Kimutale.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to Jokers.
All right, Jacob.
Wait, who did you vote for?
I voted for Tiki, so you're a tiebreaker.
We kind of cut out.
Yeah,
well, again, so my vote is for Tiki.
All right. And my vote is also for Tiki.
What a twist.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Oh.
Jokers, this has been like really well fought, man. You're
I
doing
know.
a great job. This is very tense.
All right, Schnauz. Was anything said?
Let me check over here. You know what, Dragon? I'm not picking up anything.
Dang it. All right. That brings us to round. Wait, do we have any good comments? Always have theme park pre saying something nice. Let's just throw that out there.
Yeah, he's just saying, you got a friend of me. Indeed.
That's what they say in the movie.
I know. I'm just saying it's kind of nice, though, so you can throw a little reference to you got a friend of me. Is kind of nice.
All right.
I think it was all. My also been referring to like the
part of the movie, kind of.
Yeah. Just basically the thing that sums up the movie. Like,
I think it's a good choice too. I'm just saying it's kind of nice throwing. You've got a friend of me some love in regards to the squish. It's kind of nice.
Okay.
All right, round number 3.
Numero tres.
Yep. What? This question was provided by Jacob Wild, by the way.
Thank you.
What real-world toy would make the best addition to the Toy Story movies?
Wait, hold on. I forgot to capitalize Toy Story.
And the moments. This is why we don't let them do questions. Kidding. So,
to be fair, I copied and pasted this.
Oh yeah, you're right. You did. Okay, well there you go. Well, my bad. Jokers. What's your answer?
I said Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. Tiki.
I said Furbies.
The Furbs.
Furbies.
Oh no, Jacob, real quick, Jacob.
Eh?
Tell me that's not something you'd love to see them try for marketing.
Phineas and Ferb Furbies.
Or just
Oh.
Phineas and Furby.
Oh God.
God, no. Oh,
But the
God.
Furby had like an English accent, had like green tuft hair at the top.
Oh, God.
Okay,
All right.
okay. Back to
All
the all right.
Well,
Jokers.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Play-Doh would be really cool. I think it would be a fun opportunity to introduce a non-humanoid toy. You could kind of do anything with it, which is what I appreciate. And it would allow Pixar to kind of animate in a slightly different style. It would be really interesting to see a Play-Doh character juxtaposed against the other Toy Story characters. And that's kind of my pitch.
Tiki.
So I think when you're looking specifically at the plot line for Toy Story 5, a Furby makes so much sense to be thrown into the mix. I think Furbies are probably one of the most iconic toys that aren't like, like let's say like a Tickle Me Elmo or something like that, where it's obviously like tied to an IP. It's a standalone IP for a toy, and it's directly connected to that weird transition point where a lot of technology was being put into traditional toys, but it's not like a computer yet. It's not a screen yet. And so I think the Furbies could be like that bridge that the toys can use, where the Furbies know about the technology. And, there may be like, I'm thinking that the toys stumble into like a collection of Furbies, and they're basically like an Isle of Misfit Toys sort of situation. And I just think from a plot level, it makes a lot of sense. From a character level, it makes a lot of sense. You don't make them evil like you did in Mitchell's versus the Machines. You make them misunderstood. That's it.
Okay. Let's fight it out.
My two biggest problems with yours is that Furbies are famously annoying, and I understand you wanting to write them in a way that would make them sympathetic, but I don't know how you could successfully do that. And also, your character Furby in general, really seems more like a one-off joke than a proper character that would show up in the Toy Story franchise.
I mean, I literally just illustrated how it would be like a big plot point in Toy Story.
No, I understand that, but I don't see that working. I don't see the audience buying.
I mean, literally, what it could do is it could be like a bridge for Bonnie, where she could see like, hey, cool technologically advanced toys exist. I don't have to.
I think that there are better toys that can do that in a more
what fucking Tecmo, the Robo puppy.
No, well, actually, I did think of that. No, like something like
I thought of that too.
No, let me finish. Like something like a Teddy Ruxpin or those weird robots that they were selling in the mid.
Prickle Pants is basically already a Teddy Ruxpin, though.
What is?
Prickle Pants.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You got me. Well, I guess that kind of proves my point.
No, I'm not, Dragon. I'm not saying he's literally a Teddy Ruxpin. I'm just saying he's basically the franchise's fill-in for a Teddy Ruxpin.
I'm just
well, no, he doesn't have the mechanisms.
I'm just trying to think of a way.
But characterization-wise, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a. I understand.
Dragon, I'm not trying to bait you, too. Anyways.
I'm trying to think of a way to introduce a similar character without the unsavoriness of the actual character of what the character.
But your character is like, it's not my issue. Like, let me make one thing clear. I actually do really like the idea that you have where this Play-Doh character would be kind of like a formless, shapeless thing. And
I'm not saying it will be formless. I'm saying that it can be anything, which is
I know. So basically, like, just so I've got the right picture, you're thinking kind of like Sandman.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I can see that. I can picture it, and I think the claymation element would be cool.
And that's what I really like. I think
the problem is that like
a slightly different art style would be cool.
I mean, Furbies, like, yeah, you're right. Like in real life, they can be annoying, but like they are sympathetic. Like they they have that built-in, like, forgotten, like, middle stepchild between real toys and screens thing going
I just
for them
can't picture
already.
this being anything other than comic relief. A Play-Doh character can be.
Dude, I'm literally laying out
no,
why there would be pathos with it.
I understand what you said. That doesn't
Oh.
change my opinion. I'm not disregarding what you're saying. I'm just saying what I'm thinking or what I feel. Jesus. A Play-Doh, like I've said a couple times, too many times, surely, is that it can be.
I just think if
anything.
you
This is-
introduce Play-Doh,
can I
you don't
please-
really have as, like, it
Can I
basically be like
please-
another Etch-a-Sketch.
Can
Go
I
ahead,
please? No, it's not another Etch-a-Sketch. I think Play-Doh can really be anything you want. You can design a character around this. I don't
Etch-a-Sketch should be anything you want.
An Etch-a-Sketch can't talk. Play-Doh can talk. And a Play-Doh can be so much more emotive than an Etch-a-Sketch. You can make it a villain, you can make it a hero, you can make it a main character. You can do anything you want with Play-Doh. Furby is Furby, and it will always be Furby. And it's known for
Furby
being
has an
what it is.
established personality. Play-Doh is literally a blank slate, which might be part of your argument, but
That is part of my argument because
like,
it can
Furby
you
has
can feasibly make it a character and
Furby
still have
has
it be
established
recognizably
more
Play-Doh. I
established
think
personality and a genuine hook and root into where the franchise is going and the direction. I think that Play-Doh is a step backwards for the franchise, frankly.
No, I disagree. I think that Furby is too attached to Furby. I think that Furby will be nothing.
Barbie is too fucking attached to Barbie, but they're still really good characters.
No, but Barbie is a blank enough of a slate where they can like do whatever they want with Barbie. Also, Barbie is likable. Like, again, I don't want to keep saying this, but Furby is a famously unlikable, famously annoying toy that like thousands of kids. I had a Furby when I was 5 and I put it in my closet because it wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like, I don't think it's misunderstood. I don't see it.
You could mine comic relief over the not shutting the fuck up part of it while still having it be sympathetic.
But that's exactly my point.
Like
I don't. If we're gonna add a new character to Toy Story, I don't want it to be this one-off comic relief. I don't want it to be a 5-minute sequence where they go to the island.
It essentially be the Forky of Toy Story 5. That's essentially what I'm going for. Like
Forky,
a character
Forky
that doesn't
had
have
a personality, and that kind of is in vain with my Play-Doh. You can do anything with Forky. Forky is its own character. Furby is Furby. Furby has too many preconceptions of what Furby is. Play-Doh, you can like make him a guy. He can like do stuff. He can change shape. He can help the toys solve problems that they're trying to solve. Or Play-Doh can be a villain. Play-Doh could be a very effective, very interesting, unique villain for a toy.
Okay, you see, Furby could. I don't want Furby to be a villain because I'm not leaning into that. But I think if we're gonna have a villain. Like, frankly, I don't really see the angle that you're going for with, like, ooh, Play-Doh is the big bad villain. Like, it's...
I'm not saying he's a villain.
Like
I'm saying he can be.
Like, he's more...
Play-Doh as a character, much like the toy, is very malleable, and you can write Play-Doh as any type of...
It's literally a lump of clay. I understand what you're talking about. I understand that you can do anything with it, but... At the end
that's
of the
what
day,
I like
you need
about
some sort of foundation for what you're trying to do here. And you just
the foundation is clay.
It could be a villain. It could be a hero. It could be whatever you want it to be. I have a vision for this. I have a plot related.
No, I understand that, but I disagree with your thesis that the character can be anything more than what Furby is. I don't think people are going to be walking out of a movie theater and saying, "Wow, my opinion's really changed on that Furby guy."
Dude, that's exactly what Pixar does, though.
That's okay. That's it. Done. Done.
Okay.
All right, Jacob. What's your ruling?
All right. Well, I'm going to say that my goes to Jokers.
Wow.
Okay. Mutale.
I would say mine's probably gonna go to Jokers as well.
Wow.
I see. Well, not that my vote really matters at this juncture, but just for the what the hey. I'm gonna give it to Tiki. Again, not that it matters.
All right.
Did you hear that? Jokers didn't knock Tiki down any of these rounds. He didn't knock him down.
I'm happy about that. I can live with that.
Wasn't a knockout. Wasn't a 3 in a row. Wasn't a clean sweep. All right. All right, so right now, score Jokers 2, Tiki 1. Jacob, did anyone say a bad word?
Well, they did say a couple bad words in there, but unfortunately not the bad words we're looking for.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty dang sure.
I was afraid of that. Okay, well, we've reached the end of 3.
How many
What?
words are there this time?
I don't know. You tell me.
You'll
Oh,
never know.
It could be 17, actually.
They could literally be making up new words on the spot for all we know.
Oh, I wish. Oh my
It could
god.
be constantly changing. You don't know.
Exactly.
I've been too.
You're giving us good ideas for next time.
You're right. I've been too hurt by Pergron. I'm not sure how many words there are.
Yeah.
Okay, well, to be fair, Pergron, his debates are an entirely different piece.
Oh, I know. No, I know.
Oh, man.
I'm just used to the words being the dictionary.
These debates actually stay sane.
Not for long.
Okay, so we've reached the end of 3 rounds, so you both get a prize.
Wow.
You get to continue to play our merry game with the Pizza Planet token. There you go. There you go. You both have one. Look at that. Look at you go. So, Jokers, do you want to flip it?
Yeah.
You're going to flip.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Hey!
Jokers has 3 on the board. Tiki.
And if I don't flip it, then he would have a chance to get 4.
I'm not going to flip it again. Just see if
Well,
that
then we'll
gives
go back to Tiki. So.
Wait, really? It goes back and forth until somebody flips it?
Pretty much, at least so far, yeah.
So we
Okay,
can do
then
this.
fuck it. I guess I have no choice then. Go ahead and flip
We
it.
can do this all night.
Oh,
God damn it, dude.
Oh.
Ah.
dang it.
See, you should have said no. Tiki.
Wow.
Then Jokers would have passed it back to me, and then I wouldn't have had a choice. So, you know.
No, this is great. The
Oh, you
score-
could have worn Jokers down.
all is right.
So we go into the speed run. Jokers 3, Tiki nothing.
This is
How am I not
There's a real winner
surprised?
in the audience tonight.
All right.
right.
All right, so I want to reiterate, folks, we are taking audience questions. So if anyone in the audience has a speed round question they'd like to submit, we would be inclined to use it. And you would get to judge who made the more compelling argument and who gets the point.
Yep.
All right, so the way the speed round works is it's 30 seconds on the clock, followed by a 15-second rebuttal, and it's a race to 5 points. And right now, Jokers is in the lead.
Wow.
Okay. Let's see. Jacob, should we start with the Muppet question?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. Which Muppet should do an audio commentary on the original Toy Story with Leonard Maltin?
Oh man.
With Leonard Maltin?
Mm-hmm.
Sam Eagle.
All right.
Good
Tiki
thing
says
it's not
Sam
last,
Eagle.
so we can include female Muppets.
Thin ice, Jokers. Thin ice.
I think it should be Gonzo.
All right.
Tiki goes first with Sam Eagle.
Would Gonzo be the more fun and chaotic commentary? Honestly, probably. I'm not going to lie about that. But out of all the Muppets in the Muppet canon, I believe that Sam Eagle is truly the only one that can really go toe-to-toe and match Leonard Maltin's energy. Toy Story is an American institution. It is a classic film, and I think Sam Eagle would appreciate that. I think he'd appreciate the Americana of Woody, and I think he'd dive deep into it with the malt.
I think Gonzo and Leonard Maltin would have a lovely conversation. I think they would have a very rich conversation about Toy Story. I think Gonzo could relate to it very well as his characterization as a misfit and as someone who very strongly cares for his friends. I think he would really resonate with the themes of Toy Story. And I think he would know a lot weirdly about toys, and I think he would know a lot about the struggles that the characters face within the movie. Thank you.
So what you're pitching is essentially like a weird audio drama of the same themes as Muppets from Space, whereas what I'm pitching is just straight up just a really damn good, solid audio commentary, and that's exactly what Sam Eagle would give you.
I don't know why there's a presumption that Gonzo's playing a character where Sam Eagle isn't. Gonzo can be a serious person who will realistically resonate with the themes of the film, and I think would be a genuinely interesting commentary where Sam Eagle's just overly serious for a Pixar movie. I think it'd be better.
All right, I'm gonna vote Tiki.
Right.
Well, not vote. I'm gonna call it. They say Tiki gets the point.
Oh, all right. Tiki gets the point.
And we lost Metelli, apparently.
Oh,
Did we? Oh God, you're right.
Hopefully he'll come back, but worst case, he is kind of expendable right now. So
Yeah.
fortunately,
not ideal. I mean, I like him. I don't want him to be expendable, but I mean, I think we passed the hurdle. So
It is the nature of the speed round, yes.
not everyone survives the speed round, Jokers. Hope you know that.
but this is the first time one of the judges hasn't survived the speed rounds.
Yeah, Metelli knew the risk. Well, maybe I don't know if he kind of half signed the waiver. I don't know. Anyway, so
How do you half sign a waiver?
well, he kind of got bored halfway through, and he was like, "Oh, he got distracted," so he didn't really read the fine print.
So he signed his first name instead of his last name.
Or maybe a quarter of his first, Moot. It was a moot point. So.
Oh, God.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Okay, keep an eye out. Again, folks,
There he is.
speed round
There he is.
question. Oh, good, he's alive.
Yep. All right.
Oh, he's gone. It's
No, he's here.
There you
Welcome
go.
All right.
All right. So, okay, how about inspired by the Etch-a-Sketch moment, let's do a quick draw.
Oh, God.
All right. Who was the most... Who is the most redeemable Toy Story villain? Lotso Huggin' Bear or Stinky Pete?
Stinky Pete.
Lotso.
All right, Tiki. I heard Tiki first, and he said Stinky Pete. Okay, and Jokers. Lotso.
Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Now you're good. Now you're good.
I mean, the characters are very similar. Honestly, they have very, very similar goals and motives. And I think the only difference is that Lotso is straight up way more of a megomaniacal cult leader, whereas Stinky Pete, he's manipulative for sure, absolutely. I'm not going to deny that, but Lotso is manipulative and very effective, and has his own kind of almost Nazi-esque control force. Stinky Pete doesn't have any of that.
I think at the end of the day, the biggest character trait of Lotso is that he genuinely cares about people, and he genuinely cares about children. He doesn't really show that in a good way, but there's some care there. Pete's kind of just I don't know, he's kind of like an incel, for lack of a better term. He's stuck in his ways, he's stuck in his place, and he's jaded by that. And I think he's too far gone where Lotso can be feasibly changed and improved as a person. Lotso is willing to work on himself where Pete is not. Thank you.
we honestly didn't get that much of a check-in with Pete after his fate at the end of his first appearance. And I could see him going through, like, now that he's had to get out of his box, I could see him going through a lot more of a character arc than Lotso would have.
I still think that Pete has been too mistreated and he's been in the box for too long that he's basically like so set in his ways and there's no room for improvement. Where Lotso still is able to go into the world, is willing to go into the world. I think he could have been improved and redeemed as a character.
Yeah, this one's pretty close. I think I'm gonna go Tiki on this one.
Yeah, it is hard actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bouncing back.
All right, Jacob, do you have a question you'd like to use?
Why, yes. Yes, I do. I'll go with one of the ones that I pitched. All right.
Are you sure you don't want to use that for a Pixar debate? You want to use that here?
I'm going to use it here since it's tied to this movie specifically.
Well, I'm just saying it could be broadened to Pixar, but whatever you want to do.
All right, I'll use it. I'm going to use it here.
Okay, use it here.
All right. What was the best "we don't care" moment from a Toy Story movie?
Okay, you guys might want to define.
Yeah, that's the thing. We also need to probably.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
Well, basically, in the commentary for the original Toy Story, the filmmakers mentioned people talked about the fact that train games, claw games aren't that powerful, and they're like, we don't care.
I think this is a little.
Yeah, this is. I kind of agree, honestly.
This would be a good debate question. I'm not sure this is good for a speech.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then move on.
Sorry.
Look at you both just clip the boys' ones. Look how sad he is now. It's like Buzz Lightyear having fallen down, realizes
like Joker said, I just think this is the kind of question where you really need to kind of put some thought into research.
Yeah, I would need to sit down and look at stuff.
Yeah.
It's not that deep.
No, I know, but I don't have. I'm not an encyclopedia of Pixar scenes.
It's been a long time since I've watched any of the Toy Story movies, frankly.
Yeah. Oh, you too. That makes me feel better.
I mean, it's just because
same here.
I don't watch a lot of movies outside of movie theaters anymore.
That's fair.
Okay, here's one. Here's a juicy one.
Okay.
Okay, so in the style of Lightyear, what
God.
actor besides Tom Hanks do you cast to play the in quotes live action Sheriff Woody?
Oh man, fuck. I'm gonna go Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
All right. Think he's got JGL.
Still thinking.
All that Muppet money.
I'm gonna go Benedict Cumberbatch.
All right, he's got Cumberbatch.
Ooh. Well, I think right away, Jokers, you literally kind of shot yourself in the foot there, because Benedict Cumberbatch, yes, I know he's played a cowboy before in Power of the Dog, if that's what you're thinking, but he still had kind of a weird cadence to him. I think JGL, what I find appealing about JGL as an actor and as a presence is that he does have that kind of all-American boyish quality, but he can mend his voice to do a lot. The Pinocchio remake sucks, but he did do a good Cliff Edwards impression for Jiminy Cricket. I think he could do.
I think Benedict Cumberbatch has the face to look like Sheriff Woody. He's got a big, long face, and I think he would have the look. He can do accents, even if they might not be perfect. I think he can work on them, and he is actively working on them, famously, with the Marvel movies. And I think he has the range to play someone like Woody. That would be fun. I also agree that Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a little boyish, but in a way that I think is a negative. Woody the doll is a boyish quality, but not the character.
I just think that Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he absolutely has the body type for Woody. That's my thing. He's lanky.
I do think his face. I think, frankly, I think his face matches Woody more than Benedict does. I think Benedict could play like old man Woody. Frankly,
No, I think that if you want someone to play Woody in real life, you need someone who's lanky and someone who's tall. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is about as tall as I am, which is pretty average height. Benedict Cumberbatch is like proper tall, and he's a pretty lanky guy. So if we're talking strictly physically.
Okay, Mutele. Who do you think made the better argument?
I guess I'm gonna give it to Tiki because can I say why?
Yeah, you can say why.
Hello?
Yes, you can say why.
Sorry,
Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna give it to Tiki because while Benedict Cumberbatch I guess he does have the long face. I don't know. I don't see him just having that same like Woody charm, and I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt probably would be the better guy who could deliver that. So yeah, that's why I give it to Tiki. I'm sorry, I'm just actually surprised no one said Colin Hanks.
I almost did. I thought it'd be too easy.
I was
All
thinking
right.
Timothy Oliphant.
Claude, I
Okay.
think this is an unconventional pick, but I like it. Jack McBrayer is Woody. I could see that. We also have Star Glitch Void Circuit just saying my favorite character was Slinky Dog in the Toy Story films. I would say Slinky was definitely up there as my favorite character when I was a kid as well.
Yeah.
All right.
So heartbreaking. Woody's like Slinky, you know. To be fair, sad Tom Hanks yelling the name of a beloved friend is always, it's always a winner for Tom Hanks.
Slinky!
Wilson!
Oh God.
Yeah. So, reminder to anyone joining us, like Claudie, we are taking audience questions. We're in speed round, so you'll be able to judge them. Just throwing out there. Okay, because we're closing in right now. It's 3-3. Okay, here's let's see. Okay. Funniest joke and or line in any of the Toy Story films so far.
Oh shit, there's a lot of them. Okay. Mrs. Nesbit.
All right, so Tiki's got Mrs. Nesbit.
When the shark says, "Look at me, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy."
It's a good one.
All right, Jokers has Mr. Shark. Yeah, my friend loves that.
Howdy, howdy. Ha ha. Ha ha. Give me that.
Give me that.
Don't you get it? Do you see the hat?
I am Mrs. Nesbit. Okay, we've properly recapped both moments.
Yeah, we should. Thank you.
It was a good reminder since they haven't watched the movie in 10 years.
Okay, I have not. You can start. I have not watched the movie in 10 years. You're right. But Mrs. Nesbit is iconic. Mrs. Nesbit is forever. Mrs. Nesbit, not only from the Toy Story series, but like from Pixar as a whole, is one of the most quotable, one of the most absurd, one of the biggest laughs in any of their movies. And you know what's even better about that, I think, is the fact that Mrs. Nesbit comes literally directly after the existential crisis that Buzz has. And I think that makes it all the funnier.
I think the shark joke is really funny because it kind of sets the tone, like the humor tone for the movie. It's just a really funny non sequitur, and it's a fun just joke as a joke. It doesn't have to be a sequence like Mrs. Nesbit. It's just kind of a joke. I also think it's telling that the second I said it, everyone laughed for a minute. That should probably say everything we need to know. But also the shark's voice is really funny. Everything about it is just really, really funny.
I mean, you're right. Like, as a one-off gag, it's a good Family Guy cutaway gag, if anything. But like I said, Mrs. Nesbit, I think the reason it works, the reason it is so funny, is specifically for what you said, because it requires a certain level of setup. I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
I mean, if we're talking about like a joke as a joke, I would rather a quick joke that makes me laugh immediately than a joke that needs a lot of setup. It doesn't have to be a sequence. It's simple, and its simplicity is what makes it funny. And it also shows the personalities of the toys.
All right, Jacob. Who do you think made the better argument?
This is a tough one for sure.
Funny one, too.
These are both very funny moments. But I think I'm going to give the edge to Mrs. Nesbit.
All right, come back, kid.
Yeah.
Jokers hasn't scored a single point this speed round.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes this is just how the speed rounds go, man.
Yep. I mean, I can attest to that.
Yep.
All right, so we now have some audience submitted questions. Jay, which of these three you think we should go with?
None of them.
Oh, really?
No. We should go with one of them. Come on.
Hey,
That's the whole point of audience submitted questions.
I got a question. I don't.
All right, I'll rate this one.
That would have been my choice as well.
Okay, what song that's not
I haven't
not from a Disney?
Okay, never mind.
Wait, what? Okay.
So, no,
what
sorry.
song?
It was actually a question I was thinking, but I'll let this one go. It's okay.
Okay, well, we'll start with this one, and we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, cool,
song
cool.
is
Yeah,
not
fine.
from a Disney or Pixar movie would fit into Toy Story? There's a name of song that you would like to see in a Toy Story movie.
In My Room from the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
You hear that, Jokers? I took your favorite band and I weaponized it.
Jokers, do you know music?
What?
They definitely know music better than I do.
Because there's a lot of hesitation in your answer for this.
I'm thinking.
They're thinking.
Just making sure.
He's thinking. All right.
Tiki. How you know Pet Sounds back to front, right?
Oh, of course.
I'm gonna do You Still Believe in Me.
Of course, we're both doing pet sounds.
That's why. Also, In My Room is not Pet Sounds.
I love it. If this isn't like symbolic of our entire friendship as a whole, I don't know what
Yeah,
is.
you're right.
All right. So, for those who don't know, In My Room is a very slow, very melancholy song that Brian Wilson sings about just wanting to be isolated in the comfort and privacy of his own bedroom. And I think that would strike really well for a future Toy Story movie, potentially one with an adult Andy, where he's fed up with adult life and all he wants to do is just be in his room, and the room could remind him, like we could see his dorm room and then flashbacks to the bedroom from the old movies. It would be perfect.
Cool. So You Still Believe in Me is a bit of an obscure song by the Beach Boys. It's really about Brian Wilson thanking his partner for still staying with him despite all his trials and tribulations. It was also kind of written to be written about his immaturity as a person. So I think it would be a really great song for Toy Story, because a lot of the Toy Story conflicts are about people growing and needing to grow and improve. So yeah.
So while I think that In My Room, it's not necessarily like a well-known song, it's definitely more well-known than that. And while it is melancholy, I think it's just got a little bit more of a hook to it. And I like I said, I feel like the bedroom imagery is just more potent for the franchise.
So I kind of feel the opposite. I think it's a detriment to I think it's a detriment to In My Room that it's so dreamy and so slow. You Still Believe in Me has a fantastic hook at the end where it says, I want to cry. Like, that part is like an amazing hook, and I would love to see that in a film. And it also, like, it has a really fun instrumentation.
All right, Claudia. Hopefully you're.
Belongs more in like a Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
I think they both do. Like,
yeah, no, you're right.
Neither of these are good Toy Story songs.
All right, so Claude in the comments. Hopefully he's still there. Claude can vote on having a more compelling argument.
He posted his questions and left.
Don't say that. Don't just say that. Because now we're just going to be sitting here thinking about that now. You realize that, don't you?
Oh, so he can think, but I can't. If I think, I get accused of not knowing music.
Yeah.
So the new Wicked movie kind of sucks, from what I've heard.
What does?
The new Wicked movie.
How do you know that?
He knows Wicked. He knows John Wicked.
What?
Yes, I know John Wicked. Yes.
I mean, it's the second act of Wicked, so I'm not terribly surprised.
Now, there's a remake I'd like to see. Wicked done with Keanu Reeves.
They should paint him green and make John Wicked.
I'm green.
See, that's what would get me to buy a ticket in advance for Wicked if it was John Wick. You know,
I don't think it comes out over here until like February or something.
And if you kill somebody, it's like you just got wicked.
Yep.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a verdict.
You've been wicked. No, you've been wicked. You've been wicked.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't play with the wicked though.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It's the pronunciation.
Well, I mean, that's the pun. It's a thinker.
Either way, Tiki wins.
That's an old stand-up term. Famous.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize that was game point for me.
Yeah.
Tiki won every single speed round point.
Damn, dude.
Jokers didn't get a single point in the entire speed round, and Tiki won.
Okay.
Jokers also lucked out with the coin too. So.
Yeah, I did.
So really, Jokers
Thank
just
you
got
for
2
diminishing
points.
my achievements.
Tiki was hurting for nothing.
All right. Well, I'm pretty satisfied.
Now,
Yep.
just do you guys want to do an exhibition bout for Mutali?
Yeah, why not? Sure.
All right, Mutali, hit him with your question. What was your question?
Hold on.
Okay. So just mine is which has the better teaser, Toy Story 3 or Toy Story 4 or the new one, Toy Story 5? Which is the better first teaser?
Okay.
Okay, remind me what the Toy Story 3 teaser was.
Yeah.
I mean, Toy Story 4.
Oh,
The fourth
you
one
remember
was
Oh,
you see the.
Go on,
yeah.
Mutali,
What was
tell
it?
him.
Sorry.
You remember it?
Yeah, I
No.
remember it. Do you want?
Yeah, the fourth one and the fifth one, which is the better teaser.
Oh God, I haven't seen the Toy Story 5 one, and I haven't seen the Toy Story 4 one since 2017. 2018. I was wrong. Oh,
The
it's
fourth one was
it's them hand in hand, and
yeah, it was you see the hand in hand, then you see Forky, and then they pull down,
I'm gonna say Toy Story 4.
and then the fifth one, the new iPad toy that they're fighting.
Yeah, and it has Mrs. Forky.
Oh, does it have Mrs. Forky?
It does, according to the thumbnail. The weird preview when you mouse over it. I'm gonna choose Toy Story 4.
Mutali, I hate to say this, but I honestly don't really think there's that much of an argument. I really didn't like the teaser for Toy Story 5, just straight up. Like, and I think the Toy Story 4 teaser, like, you've got the joke with Forky, you've got the reveal of Forky. I don't like. We already knew that the screen thing was going to be a thing in Toy Story 5. Plus, Toy Story 5, it's kind of just like, it doesn't matter that Woody left the gang at the end of the last movie. We're just going to retcon that. So I'm sorry, Vitali. I can't even argue that. I'm sorry.
That's it. Give me the point. Point to Jokers.
I did. I was gonna say I'd like more, but I was like, I wanted to see what you guys would say. Like maybe someone would be like, "Oh no, the fifth one is better."
Yeah, that's okay.
No, I can't objectively say that. I'm sorry.
What story would you cast as Elphaba?
Oh God.
I would cast Rex.
Oh yeah, Rex is so sweet.
Toy Story character that you would count as Elphaba.
Yeah.
Cast as Elphaba.
Yeah.
The fucking Arlie Ermy Green Army man.
Shit, we chose the same direction. We can't do that. Wait. No, I changed my answer. A Forky.
Okay, I think we've gone as far as we can go with this one.
Bring back the steel drum. Play us
All right,
up.
would you like to know what the
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah.
All right, Jacob, tell me what the words were.
The claw,
Okay.
hockey puck,
Okay.
and zerg.
Okay.
I noticed that you guys said several of the other words that I proposed.
Yeah, well, I can only guess so much what they're gonna say.
I know, like one of the words I proposed was howdy.
Oh.
Okay, come on. That's the thing. Sometimes it's a little. No, they didn't say howdy though, did they? Oh wait, no, you're right. Yeah,
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Yeah, no, all right, I didn't know they would pick the shark, and I know they picked the shark. I would have said howdy was a great idea. All right.
Well, he did.
Someone said zerg in the comments, and I think they should get punished for it. Kojia said, I think they should get an interaction.
Well, unfortunately, I can't punish Code Geass.
Why don't you take a point from him?
All right, he has -1 point.
Yeah, damn right.
So if Kogias ever comes on for the debate, he's starting with negative one,
God.
and that sends the Jokers now.
Yourself.
Happy?
Code Geass, I hope you're watching because now you have a -1 point.
Yeah, now you got to target me back.
See, look what we could do to the poor fan, Jokers. Don't you feel bad about that at all?
Okay, Code Geass is just like,
Yeah. Okay, actually, okay. What about this? Okay, the only way Kogias anime fan can get the negative point withdrawal and start from 0 like any normal competitor. If he does a video that says that criticizes Frozen 2.
Oh, snap.
He's got to talk about all the criticisms and all the fair criticisms about Frozen 2. All right. Anywho, so that brings to the end. And all this done in this love and reference for Toy Story and the Toy Story franchise, and specifically, it's like 30 years ago we all fell in love with the movie, and something kind of nice. I think we're all lucky that we had a movie as good as Toy Story that really just kind of shows.
I saw it in theaters. Don't know if you all remember that, but
no, we remember you saying that.
Rights. Bragging rights.
I was 0 years old.
I was only a year old when it came out.
I was like 5 years old. I actually
3.
had cognitive memory back then. So
I was but
Tiki's 90s grandpa. We've established this. So.
But the first, I don't know if it was the first. I don't know if it was the first movie I actually went to see in theaters. But the first movie I remember seeing in theaters was Toy Story 2.
Mm-hmm.
I was a fresh baby. Still had a new baby smell.
Okay.
So Toy Story 2 was the first movie I actually remember watching.
I have fond Thanksgiving weekend memories of Toy Story 2.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Toy Story 2 was my first Toy Story film. I actually didn't see the first film for quite a while till like after 3. But I think Toy Story 3 was the first Toy Story film I watched in the theaters.
I remember seeing Toy Story 2 in theaters.
I did not see Toy Story 2 in theaters, oddly enough. I can't even tell you why.
The only time I saw the first one in theaters.
Were you hit by a bus?
I legitimately, like, it's one of those things where I didn't even know about it.
Did you not know what movies were?
Right before Toy Story 3 came out, they did a double feature of 1 and 2.
I did.
And
I saw
it
that.
then. It's like 2008, maybe.
Mine.
Wow.
I do remember that Toy Story 3 was one of the first movies that I went to go see after I graduated high school, so it's got a lot of nostalgia for me there.
Yeah.
I remember my first year of college, I did a double feature of Frozen and The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh god!
Well, those
I did a triple feature once of Birdman, Big Hero 6, and Interstellar.
Frozen Wolf.
You get all the life lessons you'll ever need.
Wolf of Frozen.
Yeah.
Also, 22 Jump Street and How to Train Your Dragon 2. Ironically, two really, really good sequels.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I think we can play ourselves out.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for dropping in, folks. Happy 30th anniversary of Toy Story. And until next time, to infinity and beyond.
You got a friend in us.
You are a